Hello everyone, welcome to SpaceX. Today we're introducing a top-tier sports watch, the Richard Mill RM61-01. The first ME61-01 John Black watch was born in 2014. John Black is a Jamaican sprinter who occupies a place in the famous list of track and field masters. If this is your first time seeing this watch, you can probably understand its inspiration. A high-end sports watch developed specifically for sports. Richard Mill launched the carbon fiber IM6 in 2020. The Ultimate Watch of 101 is also the finale of this extremely unique series. Limited to 150 pieces worldwide, made of white NTPT material with an asymmetrical barrel shape and hollow design, it is highly recognizable. The case is intentionally elongated on the side from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, creating a shape that is narrower on the left and wider on the right. The main purpose of this design isn't just to be quirky, it's to prevent the crown from rubbing against the wrist of the sprinter, allowing it to be easily identified as a Richard Mill from a distance. There are 3 models in the IM61-01 series, namely IM61 Steel 01 John Black, IM61-01 Black, and IM61-01 Carbon Fiber. So, this is the one we're looking at right now. However, this is not the original version. With only 150 pieces available worldwide and a price close to $500,000, it's quite difficult to own this top-tier watch even if you really love it. To meet the needs of some enthusiasts, a custom version has emerged in the market. The one I have here is currently the highest custom version, which we refer to as the CW version. In addition, other color schemes in the same series can also be produced to a very high standard. Due to the numerous custom versions available, the market is quite chaotic. Today, we'll take a look at the craftsmanship and details of the CW version. Later, we'll conduct an in-depth comparison with the 4W custom version and the ZF-APS RM and other regular production models. If you're interested, make sure to follow our updates. I hope today's review provides you with more information about Richard Mill. Let's first take a look at the dimensions and materials. The CW version has a width of 42.7 millimeters. The length is 52.3 millimeters and the thickness is 16 millimeters, which is perfectly consistent. The CW case is made from the same quartz carbon fiber and carbon fiber materials as the original version. The weight is achieved at 83.1 grams, closely replicating the original version's weight. The black wave pattern on the case creates an extreme visual effect. For the case and the case back, the 4+6 plates are assembled using titanium alloy sword screws and diamond gaskets. It has improved water resistance, ensuring a depth of 50 meters. The size, dimensions, and angle of the titanium alloy sword screws, as well as the subtle matte texture on the front of the screws, have all been achieved to match the original version, allowing for interchangeability with the original. The multiple engravings on the case back are very clear, with a 3-dimensional quality and a nice texture. The shoulder guards on both sides feature various different textures, along with the hollowed-out engraving effect on the front of the target. The front and back mirrors of the CW version are all made of a whole piece of curved sapphire coated with a blue film. Under the uniform blue reflection, it can also ensure good clarity. The production cost of this mirror is very high, and it has also reached the level of interchangeability with the original. The CW pointer has a more prominent feature, and most of the whole is covered with a shiny sandblasting process. The axis is clearly visible, and the tip of the second hand is wrapped in a red lacquer finish, with a small portion filled with luminous coating. The hour and minute hands are mostly in a skeletonized state, presenting a 3-dimensional shape that resembles a double-edged sword. The edges are accented with a mirror-polished finish, and the tips are filled with luminous powder in a sunken arrow feather shape. The overall effect is crafted strictly according to the original version, achieving a very high level of authenticity. The RM61-01 watch is because of its reading. The unique skeleton design doesn't have a conventional dial, so the movement essentially serves as its dial. There are a lot of details to pay attention to in the movement, and the complexity of the craftsmanship is hard to imagine. The CW version uses the latest version of the WeChat custom movement. The entire movement is assembled with a total of 8 titanium gold-plated screws and diamond gaskets at the front and back. You can feel the delicate sandblasted texture and 3-dimensional effect of each screw. Above the electric microscope is a black frosted metal scale ring printed with numbers and English text. The fonts on the entire scale circle are printed in 3-dimensional and clear form, and there are 12 suspended luminous dots at the bottom of the scale circle. Each luminous dot is wrapped in a silver metal frame, and the luminous dot is full and round. The two-color barrel presents two distinct textures and colors. The right side is black brushed, and the left side is silver gray with a more delicate brushed process. The barrel is made in Switzerland. Using the highest grade carbon steel gives the mainspring barrel exceptional mechanical strength and corrosion resistance, meeting the requirements for a lightweight yet high-strength movement, which allows for a power reserve of up to the original factory level of 52 hours. All the mechanical structures are genuinely movable, with no unnecessary parts. When winding the mainspring by rotating the crown, the two mainspring barrels engage in a very smooth and interlocking rotation. The deck uses the same alloy catalytic liquid treatment technology as the original factory, and the metal titanium strips on the entire deck are also covered with a black coating. However, the brushed effect on the tie strip is still obvious, and the effect is exactly the same as the original version. The two curved tracks that run through the disc surface present a delicate black matte effect as a whole, and the middle is filled with white ink in a sunken state. The edges are smooth and free of any burrs, showcasing the entire back of the machine. The titanium strips retain their original silver effect. The brushed texture is more defined, and its three-dimensional quality, as well as the length and thickness, are consistent with the original version. The watch number and serial number on the deck can be customized according to the requirements at the end of the watch. The size, texture, and layered structure of all the gears are consistent with the original version. The shock absorber, running stones, and deck jewels are all made of Swiss Java brand jewels, which are infinitely beautiful. The escapement system uses original Swiss FP accessories, which are more accurate and use weight adjustment to achieve the same craftsmanship as the original. The movement has all the details. As the price ceiling of the current industry's custom movements, it is absolutely well deserved. When it comes to the choice of watch straps and rubber rings, a variety of matching options are provided, and players can make any combination according to their preferences. The texture of natural rubber and the wearing experience will definitely provide you with an incredibly snug fit. This is also the main reason why this kind of large mirror watch can be easily controlled by many watch friends with small wrists. The numbers and English on the strap are three-dimensional, clear, and perfectly consistent. The corresponding brushing and polishing process on the buckle is no different from the original. The engraving is clear and three-dimensional, showing a good texture. The opening and closing mechanism of the clasp has a new elastic effect that is very clever and well balanced, just like the original. Finally, let's take a look at the CW version's performance in terms of luminescence. Because the 12 luminous scale points are small and the luminous coating on the hands is thin, the overall luminous effect is not obvious. But this is also relatively consistent with the real state presented in the original version. The above is the content of our review this time. I hope that by watching our videos, watch enthusiasts can gradually develop the ability to distinguish between genuine and fake watches. The originally high price made it out of reach for many watch lovers. The price of custom modifications is more affordable for many enthusiasts. The CW version of the watch offers more cost-effective options for watch lovers, and we also hope that viewers will engage with us for more in-depth discussions through our videos. Friends who love the original version should definitely keep their eyes peeled to avoid being deceived. Feel free to follow SpaceX, and if you have more questions, leave a comment for more help and answers. See you next time.